Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Wayne coming to you from Wayne's Model World here in Florida. The weather here is not very nice. It's kind of overcast. Looks like it could rain anytime. The wind's blowing. I think we're just getting some of the outer bands of that hurricane. But so far nothing bad yet. But you never know. We're in Florida. It could change. But today we are going to do, we didn't do an update on the Vega Rat Trap, but we do have the final. We are going to do a final on it today. I just got so wrapped up and going on it that I didn't do an update. There's really not much to this kit, so to do an update isn't, there's not really much you could do for an update other than show putting the engine together. But we just got busy and we just didn't do an update. So we're going to do a final. We're going to do a final on this, and then we're going to do a stash update. Of course, we made our way to Always, which we'll show you here in a minute. Let's get on with the Vega. The Vega Rat Trap. And this is it. This is what I have done to it. Pretty much stayed something I don't do. I pretty much stayed stock with it. And I kind of made it look somewhat like what's on the box, other than color change. And I didn't put all the decals on. I didn't put the big 11 on the roof because I didn't want it to affect the look of the paint. It was so big that it would cover most of the roof, and that's where the paint is. The paint I used on this is a color shift. It's just here. It's by Folk Art, which I use a lot of this. It's cheap. It's an acrylic. It sprays real nice through the airbrush. And this is all I always use, acrylic. The only spray cans I use is my clear, which is, of course, the Rust-Oleum 2X clear is what I always use too. And this has a white primer under it. For the trim, I used the Lemire Rose Gold, which is a coppery look to it, which when I show you the vehicle up close and show you the paint job, you'll see that it looks kind of coppery when it kind of starts to flop around. But anyway, we're going to do a little spin around here. This was a pretty easy kit, not a lot of parts. I did the hood. I didn't paint the hood color of the vehicle. I made it a flat black with a matte clear. I did color in the side marker lights. They're not plastic or anything. They're just painted painted red. I just thought it would give it a little kick to the back end of this rather than having the body color. So they're not actually real lights. They're kind of just painted in there to simulate lights. Of course, we did the decals. Most of the way it's, like I said, most of the way like it's done on the box. We did do some black wash on the wheels. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on the wheel. Get a black wash on the wheels. The exhaust we did is kind of right here. The headers, we did those in a color called steel, and then we put a matte clear over them, and then we did a black wash on them. So I think they come out fairly decent. They look pretty good. I'm happy with the way the look I got on them. So we'll just back out here a little bit more. The interior, pretty basic. It's a roll bar. Did the roll bar in two-tone. We did copper trim, and then we did the black for the padding. We got a red steering wheel. There's a shifter with a white shift knob. The dash, we colored the gauges in white and did a little work on them, not much. The mirror, We painted it the copper, but we chromed it to make it look like a mirror. Of course, we got the battery. The battery's inside. I don't know if we can get a shot of the battery. Yeah, there's the battery sitting over there. The interior is pretty basic, not much to it. So we're going to go ahead and pull off. We'll lift the hood off. Of course, the hood, we did the chrome where the pins come through, and a little chrome on the top pins. The engine, we kind of did some wiring. Got a coil. The coil we put down on the firewall. We did some wiring. We did the wiring. We did the fuel line. We did the master cylinder. We did a line coming off the master cylinder and going down. And we just added a couple cables, like the black and red for the battery cables. But that's basically all we've done to the engine. There ain't much you can do. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a basic model. There's not much to it. Of course, the side trim, the rub rails, and that we did in the copper. Of course, by the looks of this car's never been on the track yet. It's in too nice a shape, so this is kind of like a new one they just built, getting ready to race. But you can see the color. Let's see if we can make it flat. There we go. We're getting some of the copper showing now. As the light hits it, it kind of changes from the yellow to the copper. I really like these color shift paints. They're pretty nifty. I painted a few cars in this. There's a good look of it at it. As we turn it back, you can see it turns basically back to yellow, and then the copper pops on it. But I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, this is rare for me to do something this close to. This is basically what I would call box stock. Usually, people who follow my channel, and I like to thank everybody who's been following me and making such great comments. But if you've been following my channel, you know basically I try to do some custom work. I usually change something on the vehicle, put headlights, change the headlights, change taillights, do some different paint work. But on this one, I probably as close as I get to box stock. So, okay, that's this is the Vega, the Rat Trap Vega. Okay, we're gonna take this away, and like I said, I went to Ollie's. I missed out. When I finally got there, it was pretty much picked over. There was a lot of Corvettes on the table, but I didn't want a Corvette. I have a few I haven't built. I'm not a big Corvette fan, but I did get this one, 1962 Ford Thunderbird. This seems to be a pretty decent kit. I think I will enjoy doing this one too. It's got a lot of extras in it. You can do this a couple different ways. Of course, we will probably do a custom on it. But you can see this come from Ollie's, $9.99. So that's one that we got, and the other one we got, I just picked up because it was there, and it was different than the Corvettes. This was the only one laying on the table, so I picked it up. It's a 1955 Corvette. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I may end up just building this box stock, but it's got a lot of parts in it. I may just use the parts. You never know. This could be a nice, something to rob parts from. But I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with that one. I'm definitely not going to build it that way. That's for sure. I think that's a little funny looking. Yeah, but that's what we're going to do. Those are the two we got. I know they had I think some 55 Chevy pickups advertised, but like I said, we got there just a little late. It was pretty much picked over. So we're going to do once around again on this Vega Rat Trap. That's it. This is Wayne. Have a good one. Stay safe. Goodbye. There will be a slideshow to follow.